Imagine walking into a house where tragedy just struck, blood on the walls, broken glass on the floor, and a silence so heavy it gives you chills. Most people would turn around and run, right? But for some, this is just another day at work. Meet the crime scene cleaners, the unsung heroes who step in after the detectives, after the forensics, and after the chaos, to clean up what's left behind. And here's the crazy part. They can earn anywhere from $50,000 to over $100,000 a year. Yeah, you heard that right. Cleaning scenes most people wouldn't even dare to look at. So grab a strong stomach and maybe a snack if you're brave, because today we're diving into the world of crime scene cleaners. The people who literally clean up after death, disaster, and sometimes the darkest parts of humanity. Welcome back to There's a Job for That, the channel where we uncover the strangest, wildest, and surprisingly high-paying jobs around the world. If you think your job is stressful, wait until you hear what these cleaners go through. From gruesome murder scenes to unattended deaths, this job is not for the faint of heart. So hit that like button if you've ever watched a crime documentary and thought, I could handle that, because by the end of this video, you might just change your mind, or maybe you'll be applying for one. Let's get one thing straight. Crime scene cleaners don't solve crimes. They come in after the investigators and forensic teams finish. Their mission? Restore the scene back to normal, removing blood, bodily fluids, and all kinds of biohazards safely and thoroughly. It's called biohazard remediation, and it's one of the most intense, specialized cleaning jobs on the planet. But it's not just about murder scenes. These professionals also handle accidents, suicides, hoarder houses, and even meth lab cleanups. Basically, if there's a place that needs serious decontamination and restoration, they're the ones you call. It's not like scrubbing your kitchen floor. This job requires serious training, protective gear, and mental strength. We're talking hazmat suits, respirators, gloves, industrial-strength disinfectants, and specialized equipment to clean, sanitize, and deodorize, all while making sure it's safe for anyone to come back in. Now, if you're sitting there thinking, okay, that sounds kind of gross, but also kind of cool, how do I get into this? Good question. The surprising thing is, you don't need a college degree. Most companies look for people with strong stomachs, emotional resilience, and crazy attention to detail. Some start out in regular janitorial jobs before specializing, while others come from law enforcement, military, or emergency response backgrounds. Training is key, though. You'll need certifications like OSHA, bloodborne pathogens training, HAZWOOPER, that's hazardous waste operations, and biohazard remediation courses. These teach you how to handle infectious materials safely, use protective gear correctly, and dispose of contaminated waste properly. But beyond skills, you need composure. Because some scenes are emotionally heavy, you're walking into someone's worst day. So maturity, empathy, and professionalism matter just as much as technical know-how. Now, let's talk about the money. Because let's face it, if you're cleaning up blood and biohazards, the paycheck better be worth it. In 2025, crime scene cleaners in the US are making anywhere from $45,000 to $80,000 a year, with experienced or independent cleaners earning over $100,000. Some charge per job, and those rates can go from $500 to $5,000 depending on the size and complexity of the scene. This isn't just a US thing either. In Canada, Australia, and the UK, biohazard cleaning is booming. With aging populations and a growing awareness of sanitation, more companies are hiring trauma cleaning specialists. After the pandemic, demand for this kind of work even spiked, not just for crime scenes, but also for disinfecting contaminated environments. And in 2025, companies across the US, UK, and Australia are still actively hiring. So yes, it's a real job, it's in demand, and it still pays well for those who can handle it. But here's the side they don't show you on TV. This job can mess with your head. Crime scene cleaners see things most people never want to imagine. Sometimes they enter homes where someone's been deceased for days or even weeks. The smell, the sight, the silence, it can be haunting. That's why many companies provide counseling or mental health support for their workers. Because at the end of the day, it's not just about cleaning, it's about compassion, One cleaner once said, "We don't just clean, we bring peace back into homes." That's the real heart of it. You're not just removing stains, you're helping people heal, turning a place of trauma into a space where life can start again. And to do that, they come armed with some pretty intense tools. Hazmat suits and respirators for protection. Industrial-grade disinfectants that could kill almost anything. Ozone machines to eliminate lingering odors. UV lights to detect hidden biohazards. And special biohazard waste containers for safe disposal. It's part science, part cleaning, and part courage. If you're still intrigued, here's where you can actually find work. In the US, big names like Aftermath Services, Bio1, SteriClean, and Spalding Decon are always looking for trained professionals. In Canada, you've got Trauma Scene Bioservices. In Australia, Crime Scene Cleaners and National Trauma Scene Cleaning. Even in Europe, countries like Germany and the UK are seeing more demand as the industry grows. Some companies even send teams across states or countries for major jobs, so it's not just steady work. It can also be a way to travel while helping others. So, is being a crime scene cleaner a good job? Well, that depends on you. If you're someone who wants to make a difference, doesn't mind hard work, and can handle emotionally intense situations, it can be incredibly rewarding. The pay is solid, the demand is steady, and the sense of purpose? Huge. But if you're squeamish, easily emotional, or looking for something glamorous, this isn't it. This is a job for the brave, the compassionate, and the quietly strong. The kind of people who do what others can't, because someone has to. So the next time you're watching a crime documentary and the detectives walk out of the house, remember, someone still has to clean up the story they leave behind. Would you ever take this job? Could you handle being a crime scene cleaner? Let me know in the comments below. And if you want more deep dives into the world's strangest and highest paying jobs, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell, because next week we're uncovering another wild one. Until then, stay curious, stay brave, and maybe keep your gloves on. Thanks for watching.